Welcome to Adda 24/7. Today is a very special session for JAIIB. It covers essential exam overview and tips for JAIIB. Means exam overview in the sense what will the exam cover, what is the benefit of this exam, what are the subjects, all these details. Plus tips for you. Tips in the sense how should you study, then how should you maintain your time management. All these tips will be given to you, so follow the video till the end. Firstly, let me ask you, as a banker, why should you attempt for JIB and CIB? Tell me that. Basic. Everyone, just give me this first answer. Why should you attempt for the JIB and CIB? What is the need? Anyone? Think about it. Suppose if you don't give, then also what happens? You'll remain as a banker. You'll remain as a banker throughout your life. Stay, work in those counters, all these counters, and then you retire, isn't it? So why should you go for the JIB and CIB? For that, we need to answer a few questions. Do you want to spend your entire life doing cash clearing activities? Entire life. Daily doing the same job. Cash, then clearing, then transfer, then something changes, then insurance. Where is the insurance sale? Then where is this? Some new product comes. What is that Kisan credit card sale? What is the UPI sale? Do you want to do? You spend your entire life on this? Do you think so? What do you say, guys? Or second one, let me see. Do you want to spend your entire life doing this front end job? Cash. Take this cash, sir. Take 10,000 rupees, give me 2,000 rupees. Take 1 lakh rupees, give me 2 lakh rupees. Deposit it. Do you want to spend your entire life in this? Don't you wish to grow in the career? Don't you wish that you should be in some corporate banking like this, or some various departments doing something productive in life, in the sense doing the graphs, studying the growth? So how will you grow to that level? So if you want to grow to that level, you have to clear certain exams, isn't it? It's not at all possible that you will stay in the same position like this one or this one, doing the same jobs without doing any extra effort. It is not at all possible that you will grow in your career. If you want to grow to this level in your bank, see, this is basically a corporate banking. If you look at the image over here, the images, the graphs, all the discussions, all these are in corporate bankings. So if you want to grow from this level or this level to this level, you have to give JIB and CIB, because that is the only way to grow in banking career. Because these exams not only provide you with number one, the salary, increment, plus they provide you with promotions. It is very useful for promotions. So they provide you with that, but they also provide you with knowledge, which is a key aspect of your life. Knowledge is something which will take you anywhere in this world. So it will take you over a year. These increments of 1,000 and 1,200, they hardly matter in your life. Remember, once you grow after 35, 40, these increments hardly matter. Okay, what's important is your career, your growth, your prospects. For that, your qualifications are required. What is the domain knowledge that is required? And for that, JIB is very much essential. Okay. Look at this. Imagine whenever you feel, why should I give JIB? Look at this image. Think about this always. Look at this graph. Look at this discussion. Then only you will be able to grow. Okay. Now, if you want to give JIB, first you must know the framework. What are the subjects? The subjects are, see, these 4 subjects are there. Indian economy and Indian financial system, principles and practices of banking, accounting and financial management for bankers, retail banking and wealth management. So these are the main 4 subjects of JIB. Main means these are the only 4 subjects in JIB. In CIB we have electives, but forget that. Right now we are focusing on JIB only. So these are the subjects of JIB which you must focus on. So what are these subjects actually? Why are these subjects there? See here, JIB is not at all only related to banking nowadays. It is related to banking and finance. Okay, banking and finance, because just for your information, the amount of loans which are distributed by the banks, more than that, almost more than that, are nowadays distributed by NBFCs and the private lenders, online lenders. There are many banks which have come in. How many banks do you know? How many of you have heard of Neo Bank? Anyone? Just type yes in the comment section. Have you heard of Neo Bank? Neo, N-E-O, Neo Bank. Have you heard of that? Just type yes. This is a new banking space which has come in. It's actually a layer, not a bank, but it is earning more business from the high-end customers. So there is a competition. You have a competition from private banks, you have a competition from small finance banks, you have a competition from these old age private banks, you have a competition from NBFCs, everywhere. So to stay in this competition, you should be a knowledge worker. And to be a knowledge worker, you have to study these subjects. Indian economy means it relates to entire economy of India. It gives you various financial frameworks in this. Who all are the financial elements in this? Who all are the intermediaries in this? We as a bank are just intermediaries, right? What do? We take money from somebody and give it to somebody. That's the basic rule, isn't it? So there are various intermediaries over here in the society now. Principles and practices of banking, right? This gives you the basics about banking. What are the basic points? How does the bank function actually? What are the basic roles? What are the assets? What are the liabilities? What are the basic rules of conducting the bank? What are the various products? Then accounting and financial management. Here you will see the various policies of accounts. How the accounting is done in banking, starting from the basic, from journal entry to the highest level, balance sheet. Everything will be accounted for. What is the technology banking now? Where is accounting going in the new technology? Now you see, how many of you have heard about working by hand ledgers? Anyone has heard? Hand ledgers. Hand ledgers means writing the ledgers. Right now what do? Just input it, tuck, 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 gone into the system. Debit, credit, everything done. There was a time when people used to write by hands. So now the technology is too far, isn't it? So similarly, do you think world will be the same after 10-15 years from here now? Banking will be the same? No, banking will change. So accounting gives you the base, from basics to the top level. Similarly, retail banking and wealth management, it gives you the basic core of retail banking. Why? Because retail banking is a major income earner to all the banking sectors, across the bank, all the banks. So that's why retail banking is one of the most important. And wealth management. What is wealth management? It includes, nowadays every banker sells one thing. What? Just type in the comment section. What do you sell? Every banker. Just one thing. What is that? Correct. Insurance. So that insurance becomes a part of this wealth management. Not only insurance, there are thousands of other products. Portfolio management services. Those are also provided. Other products like mutual funds, other products like gold coins, bonds, everything is sold. Life insurance products, life stage products, those are also sold. So this is major revenue earner for the banks. What is the passing criteria for the JIB and JIB? Basically, minimum criteria for passing is 50 out of 100. Now there is a subclause to this. Suppose if you don't get 50 in all the subjects, so there is a subclause. Candidate securing at least 45 marks in each subject with an aggregate of 50%. will, in all subjects, in a single attempt, will also be declared as having completed the exam. Means, suppose if I get 45 in one of the subjects and remaining subject I match up, the average comes to 50 of all the 4 subjects, then also I have cleared. But minimum 45 should be there. That is important. Candidates will be allowed to retain the credits for the subjects they have passed in an attempt till the expiry of the time limit for passing of that examination. So expiry of the time limit means what? Suppose if I clear out of these 4 subjects, I clear one subject today. So up to what time can I carry the credit of this? I can carry the credit of this up to the expiry. What is that expiry? 3 years or 5 attempts, whichever is earlier. So up to that time I can carry this credits. What is the fees? For examination centers in India, first attempt is 4,000 and afterwards it's 1,300 per attempt. Now it means that even if you have one subject left, then also you have to pay 1,300. If you have 4 subjects left, then also 1,300. So that is the basic rule over here. Candidates are allowed to attempt the exam either in Hindi or English, but you can attempt it in Hindi or in English. But the point is, you must give it in writing while filling up the form only. That either you will be giving the exam in Hindi or in English. Okay. Now see here, your career is in your hands. It's up to you to shape up the career. Either you take it above, either you take it up, or you take it down, isn't it? That's the basic rule of your life, isn't it? So your career depends on in your hands. Suppose if you clear your JAIIB and CIIB, you'll go like this. But if you don't clear, or if you don't attempt, you don't become a knowledge banker. So you won't be here. These days are gone. Sitting flat, you will go down. Okay. So there is nothing called as flat over here nowadays in banking. This is gone. Either you go up or you go down. That's the only way. So that's why I'm saying clear your JIB and CIB, I would say further, and go to this path rather than going to this path. Isn't it? Would you like your parents, your wife, your children to feel proud about you? Would you like your children to say my father or mother is a general manager in the bank, or would you like them to say that simple cashier, was a cashier in the earlier days, ended as a cashier? Would you like them to say like that? No. See here, money is a separate part, increment is a separate part, but you need to grow as a career. And for that you need to give like this. And various others also. One should never stop learning in his life. And specifically in banking, because banking is changing every day. So that's why your career is in your hands. It's up to you to decide should go up or will you go down. So what is the pattern of the exam? The question paper will contain approximately 120 objective type questions for 100 marks. Now what does this mean? It means that here 120 objective types. So roughly I would say roughly 70 questions will be roughly, I am telling you roughly, will be half mark questions. Then 30 questions, 30 questions will be roughly 1 mark questions. And then remaining how much? 35 and this 30, right? So this is 35, that is 65. Okay. Then roughly the remaining questions will be 20 to 25 questions. 20, I'll say 20 roughly, will be of 2 marks. So it becomes 40. So here the total comes to approximately 40, plus or minus 5 marks here and there. Okay. So this is a general pattern. 120 questions are generally there. See here, 70 plus 30, 100 plus 20, 120. Generally, this is a pattern followed. The examination will be held in online mode only. So only online, nothing offline. No physical writing, nothing. There will be no negative marking for the wrong answers. So that is the best thing, isn't it? No negative marking. What is that is called as in Hindi, we call it Sone Pe Suhaga, isn't it? So what else do you want? When you don't have a negative marking, what else do you want? You can attempt all the questions, isn't it? Duration of the exam. The duration of the exam is 2 hours. That is very important. 2 hours means you must know, you must complete everything in 2 hours. So that's why you must start very fast. Don't waste your time in the initial part of that exam. Don't waste your time on that half mark and 1 mark questions. Try to solve almost 2 marks questions in the beginning. Periodicity. Exam will be conducted on the pre-announced dates published on IIBF website. Institute conducts examination on half-yearly basis. This is very important. So every 6 months you will have the exam. So if you miss out the bus sometime, if you miss out the exam sometime, you can definitely get back. Okay. So that's why it is announced on the pre-announced date. So this timetable is published well before. For the November exam, it's already published. Now everyone, before going ahead, download Adda 24/7 app in your mobile. In this app, you will be getting the premium study material plus live classes, ebooks, tests, everything. Whatever you need for clearing your JAIIB and CIB, you will get it over here. Okay. Now what are the papers? See here, Indian economy and Indian financial system. You have 4 modules over here. It is one of the toughest subject. You have 4 modules over here. Indian economic architecture, economic concepts related to banking, Indian financial architecture, and financial products and services. Now what do you mean by this? What are these? See here, Indian economic architecture means it will give you the paraphrase, or it will give you the complete scenario of how the economic architecture, how the economic space or economic financial space exists in India. Who are the intermediaries? What is the role of bank? What is the role of NBFCs? What is the role of these bonds issuance? All these things will be there. Economic concepts related to banking means what is the economic model of banking? How does the profit work in banking? Because after all, any bank has to work, it has to earn profits. Indian financial architecture means again related to finance only. What is the role of mutual funds? What is the role of insurance? What is the role of other intermediaries? So this will be covered over here. Financial products. What are the financial products for the banking specifically right now? Plus NBFCs also give the similar products nowadays. So what is the role of this saving, current, FD, loan? Everything will be included over here. Plus what are the third party products? That will be included. Then comes paper 2, that is PPB. Quite easy. Okay, I won't say, but you should neglect it. See here, many a times what happens, we get out on the simplest ball, right, in cricket. Same thing happens over here. Easy, but we leave it and then we get out on this. Don't do that. Again, 4 modules: general banking operations, functions of banks, banking technology, and ethics in banking and financial institutions. General banking operations means it will include all the day-to-day branch banking. All, meeting the customers, their requirements, then what all are the loans, what all are the deposit products, all these. Functions of the bank means what are the functions of the bank, how does the bank take money from the depositors. Again, various products will come in over here. Then technology, where is the technology moving? Are we in the same age we were 10 years back, or where are we moving? Are we moving ahead? So banking technology means that. Nowadays we have shifted to UPI. Have you seen what is the percentage of clearing in your banks now? Has it increased or has it decreased? Just type in the comment section. Has it increased? Your clearing? No. Clearing is decreased. Earlier clearing was around 80%, 90% some 10 years back. Now clearing is at what level? Hardly 35-40%. Not more than that. Clearing is gone. Okay, so that's the technology part. Cash. How many people carry cash now? We all use that UPI. Tuk, right? Paytm karo. What is that? Same thing. So technology has changed the entire space, entire world. Now after few years, loans will be distributed online. Why few years? Now only it has come. Account aggregator, blockchain technology, everything will be online. Ethics in banking, that is very important now. Ethics plays a major role in banking now. Why? Because we are dealing with finance, we are dealing with money. any corrupt minded person might create a harm to the entire banking system, because hackers are now in huge flow, I would say, or huge, they are working day and night to hack the bank sites. So ethics is very important. And generally what happens in many a times, the frauds in the banks or the mistakes or some robberies in the bank, anything, generally happens because of some bankers negligence or hand in gloves. Both the things can be there. So that's why ethics is very important. Now tell me, do you want to spend your entire career shouting at the customers? No, this can't be done, that can't be done. So if you don't want to do this, isn't it? Look at she, what is she doing? Just yelling at the customers. Do you want to do the same at the age of 50? No. So that's why you must give the JAIIB and CIB. Isn't it? Everyone, subscribe to Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. In this channel, you will be getting the latest updates on JAIIB and CIB. Number 1. Number 2, you will be getting the free YouTube's videos on all the subjects of JAIIB and CIB. All. So that's why subscribe to it immediately. Click on the bell icon. Okay, very important. Third one is accounting and finance management for bankers, AFM. So accounts, as I told you, accounting principles and processes, financial statements and core banking, module B, module C, financial management, module D, taxation and fundamentals of costing. Now module A starts from the basics, journal entry, ledger entry, everything. Then basic principles, all the 3 types of accounts, personal, nominal, real, all these. It will start from there and move on from to this ledgers to trial balance to P&Ls to trading, P&L and then balance sheet. It will move to there. Financial statements and core banking system. So what are the financial statements? Here comes again the balance sheet and P&L as well as cash flow statements. So this will be a part of this. Financial management means this goes beyond. Here you have various aspects of time value of money, or you have the aspect of this working capital. You have the aspect of term loan. Various means advanced aspects. So this includes financial management. Taxation means this will relate to the tax. Okay, taxation means how the taxation affects the normal human being. What is ATC? It will be included over here. Fundamentals of costing, right? So costing means costing itself is a separate part. Cost accounting is a separate part altogether. Okay, so that is also an important part. And last one is RBWM, retail banking and wealth management. So here you have retail banking, retail products and recovery, support services, marketing, then wealth management, and there is one additional reading on housing loans. So why do you think this retail banking is important over here? Because here more than 60% of the revenue of the banking system is today generated from retail banking. Customer base is divided, a huge customer base, so less chance of NPA. So that's why everyone is focusing on retail banking. Look at the topics also. Module A is retail banking introduction, basically. Role of retail banking versus corporate versus the merchant banking, all these roles. Then it's products, retail products and recoveries. What are the various retail products? I mean, they include both asset as well as liabilities. Okay. What is the recovery process? What does RBI say about the recovery? That is also an important part. Support services means marketing. Marketing is the essential part of banking today, isn't it? Without sales, without marketing, you can't live in the banking because there is a cutthroat competition, isn't it? What do you say, guys? Isn't it? Is your life same as it was 5 years back? Just write in the comment section. Are you doing the same job? No pressure, no job. How many of you don't have targets of insurance? Or to the point, we'll say how many of you have targets of insurance? How many of you? Just type yes in the comment section if you have the target for this insurance, isn't it? So that's why Marketing is a key now. Wealth management. So here again comes the question, point of this tax planning, life planning, various stages of life, portfolio management, all this. Then housing loan. Housing loan is a separate topic. Why? Because again important part is more than 50% of the revenue of the banking, retail banking comes from housing loan. So that's why you have it in details, lender's appraisal process. Then housing loan and tax planning, mortgage advice, valuation of real properties. Means what? A lender's appraisal means how to appraise a housing loan. Somebody comes to you, how to know what are the ratios to be checked, what is DSCR. All these things will be included. Housing finance and tax planning. So what is the tax planning implication of housing loans? What is the benefit on this principal? Where does it go? Whether it goes in ATC or somewhere else? Is there any other benefit of interest on home loans? Isn't it? That's what we have to study. Mortgage advice means how do you advise the customer for the mortgage? Do you do simple mortgage or do you go for equitable mortgage or what? It depends on that. So that's why mortgage advice as well as various loan to value ratios, various ratios are considered. So value of the real property, what is the actual value of the real property? What are the methods of valuation of a property? All these are included. Is your career path in banking breaking in between? Look at this guy. Same thing, is it happening? See, you are going above but breaking. You are not going ahead. Why? Somebody is trying to pull you but you can't go. Why? This break is because of the JAIIB and CIB. You just complete your JAIIB and CIB and you will see this arrow doesn't go down, it will go up. Very important part. Okay? Because this arrow itself is something which will, because it points to you, it gives you the idea, means where should you go in life. So that's why the JAIIB, CIB are the exams which help you to climb this ladder. Okay? Now just to go for the summary, see this, these are the 4 papers, these are the 4 modules. Just now as I discussed earlier, same thing is there. You just go through this. Indian Module A, Indian Economic Architecture, Economic Concepts, Indian Financial and Financial Products. Then General Banking for PPB, General Banking Operations, Functions of Bank, Banking Technology and Ethics. Then paper 3 accounting principles, financial statements, financial management, taxation. Then housing loan, retail banking, retail products, service support services and wealth. So that's it about the overview and tips. Now let me discuss this, how to clear the JAIIB in first attempt. These are the tips. Focus on the concept clarity, very important. Don't try to learn because each of your book is around 500 pages. So 4 into 500, 2000 pages. Will you able to learn? Not possible. Focus on the concept clarity. Practice the numericals as much as possible. Try to solve as many papers as possible. So here, the more you do the revision, and at Adda 24/7 we have all these facilities given. Just check it. Get used to your calci. This is very important and very basic. If you take a new calci and go in the exam, you won't be able to, your fingers won't move on that calci as fast as it is required to be. Isn't it? Take help of the professionals. Now the professionals mean there are many professionals, so-called professionals in the market. So that professional needs to be trustworthy. Otherwise, like everyone comes and helps for the banking exam nowadays. Is it possible? Not possible. Banking is itself a domain knowledge. Manage your time properly. Manage means whenever if you are traveling for going to the job, try to read in that traveling time. Try to read early in the morning. If it is possible, try to read before sleeping. Maintain your health. Diet is very important for health. If you do all the studies and you can't maintain your health and you get fever at the time of exam, will you be able to write that exam? No. Read the RBI circulars as much as possible. This is time management. Okay, now let me discuss the batches. See here, very important batches. Exam is in October. Okay, so join the batches ASAP. You must join it because how many months are remaining? Very few. See this. July 24th starting. Okay. All the 4 subjects are covered. Sankalpa batch 3. All the 4 subjects. Numericals, objective questions. Everything is covered. Also Mahapack. Look at the JAIIB Mahapack. You get live classes, video courses, ebooks, test series, mini and Maha marathons. Whatever you want, you get it over here in Mahapacks. And importantly, Sankalpa selection card. This offer is going on right now. Use this code FLASH and you'll get double validity. How to get this? Let me show you. See here, go to Adda 24/7. I would always suggest you to go through the app. In the app, you're getting 1% extra using the coin systems. So go to Adda 24/7. Okay. Here, click on JAIIB and CIB over here. So JAIIB and CIB. You'll get this JAIIB October. Click on the JAIIB October. Now here you'll get Sankalpa batch 3 as well as Mahapack. You can join anything. Sankalpa batch 3 means here you'll get the details over here. Recorded videos are available. Importantly, I'll tell you. And you can go through the product highlights. Click on buy now. Apply this code FLASH. See this. 19,999 reduces to 4,599. Huge discount, isn't it? Go to this Mahapack. Let me show you Mahapack. See this. In Mahapack, go to JAIIB CIB. See this. Click on the JAIIB Mahapack. Look at the details. Recorded videos are available for each and every batch. Mahapack means what? Multiple batches per subject. You get ebooks, you get tests, you get everything. Okay. So click on this buy now again. Click on this flash. Apply. Now look at this. Double validity you are getting. 6 plus 6 months. 29,130 reduces to 6,699 and that also double validity. Join ASAP. I'll be back tomorrow with another series. Till then, bye and do join the batches as well as Mahapack. Take advantage of the offer.